Safe at first. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 2019 Eastern Canadian U14 Girls Fast Pitch Championships, presented by 360 Live and powered by Bell Alliant. My name is Keith Rains, and we got a barn burner here this evening. The #1 team out of Quebec, Lac St. Louis, taking on the host KV Dynamite. And getting a hit starting off the game, Levine, and she takes second base. And at bat is Fournier. We had a little slow with the lineup sheets getting into the scorekeeper and getting into our booth. So once we get that all clarified and know who's playing, but we had our camera crew production sending you the video. That's the most important thing. And pitching for the Dynamite is number 11, Monica Burke, who is on the mound. It's outside, and that's a walk, so we have first two batters get on base, a single and a walk. Jin coming up. Oh, sorry, she's going the on-deck circle. Nagy. Bentrad Nagy is up, number 20. She's looking to bunt. Paul's back. Didn't like the pitch, as the Lions want to strike early here. And KV is trying to regroup after a tough loss, a 6-5 loss to PEI. And that game was earlier this afternoon. And there was a bunt thrown at the third base, slide in there safe, and the runner from first goes to second. And that's the only problem with throwing that ball down is the runner first seeing that, you're just giving up another base. So now Quebec has runners second and third. With no one out, get the ball on the ground. Probably going to get a run in. There's one right to the pitcher, though. She looks back. First, runner comes home. Safe. Good base running by Quebec there. Everything was textbook. Now we have just a runner on third base. And up to bat, Kat Jin. Kat is also a very good pitcher for this Lions team. There's a lovely bunt, and that goes foul. Quebec played earlier today and defeated the team from New Brunswick or Moncton 5-3. And then on yesterday, they defeated Ontario 8-7 in a tight game. The ball gets by, and that's going to score another run. Those pass balls It's a lovely evening here. Breezy, though. The breeze is coming from left to right, so it might be a little bit of a challenge for those outfielders if they get the ball up in the air. We've seen it earlier action, especially to right field, where the ball just kept carrying over the right fielder's head and went for a triple. There's a nice off-speed shot here. Strike 3. So we get 2 out. Nobody on. 2-0 Lions. Did what they wanted to do here in the first inning. Is get on the board first. Outside, ball 1. So KV is 1-1 record. Lions are 2-0. This game could decide first place in their division. There's a solid hit up the middle. That's Chloe Sauve with a single right up the chute. Chloe Lavare. Zoe Lavare at the bat. There's a hit foul down the first baseline. Outside, and runner goes. Catching this evening for the Dynamite is number 99, Alex Hawkins. Hawkins is catching behind the plate tonight. And I can tell you that's the toughest job in this game. The catcher, they're getting foul tips, balls in the dirt. Two and two. And we get 2 out. Strike 3. And that's the 3rd out. So it's 2-0. Number 8 is pitching tonight for the Lions. That's Chloe Sauve, very good pitcher. And behind the plate is number 22, Lori Sear. Girls are bringing it in to get ready for the bottom of the first inning. 2-0. Lions have the lead.
First up at bat, number 99, Alex Hawkins.
Hawkins first up for the Dynamite. Back to the pitcher. Nice play by Solveig. Good fielding. Nice throw over to first.
Up to bat, number 97, Gracie Burley.
Gracie Burley up for the Dynamite. High and inside for ball one. On deck is 66, Kate Parker. Outside, ball two. Glad you could tune in this evening for this broadcast, our last game of the day. There's a good swing, a little high, but she could see it. That eye-level ball, the girls like it sometimes. Right in their wheelhouse, so they think. There's another one. Boy, there's a good swing and a better pitch. 2-2. Now let's see what Sauvé has in her bag of tricks to get that third strike. There's an off-speed pitch. Got out in front. And oh, it falls in between the second base. And there's that wind I was talking about there. It just kept moving that ball out.
For 66, Kate Parker.
And it looked like a routine play for the second baseman, but that wind, get up in that wind, and it kept drifting back, and she was into the short outfield, and it dropped in. There's another pop ball, and that is foul. Kate Parker up. So the Dynamite has a runner on base, one out. Bottom of the first inning, 2-0 Lions. Nice play, solid play by Fournier at second base. Make sure she got the ball first. Don't worry about that lead runner. Get the runner out at first. Monica Burke next up. Your pitcher for the Dynamite. Outside. And obviously Monica would like to get a hit here to cut this lead in half. Good pitch there at the knees, and that dropped as it got coming over the plate. Foul tip. There's where the catchers get beat up. Those foul tips, and that's what you want to keep that throwing hand and keep it behind you, and that's what she does there to protect against those foul tips. There's a ball that's going to the outfield, but foul. Yeah, I was saying, but the catchers, you'll see that with their throwing hand. Once they call the signals, they'll put their hand behind them So just to protect those fingers and whatnot from those foul tips. Outside, that's where she wanted that ball. That's where it was at. But Burke wouldn't chase it. Inside, good pitch. Hard to lay off. Now, I don't know if Burke was expecting something outside and that pitch surprised her, but she held off on it. Strike three. And that big out there. Hold Dynamite off the board. So the schedule for tomorrow, folks, just to keep you up to date on what's happening in the world of fastball in the KV area. For you Quebec fans, which are Team 2 on the schedule, they're playing at 11 a.m. and we'll be broadcasting that game. That's at 11 a.m. Atlantic time, so it'll be 10 a.m. up in La Belle Province. And you'll be playing Team 4, which is PEI number 1. And that will conclude your round-robin play. And then it comes down to the playoffs. And for the Dynamite is your last game of the round-robin portion will be at 1 p.m. And that will be against Ontario 2. That'd be against Mississauga. That's for KV. Emma Chamon is up. Emma plays first base for the Lions. So if you folks back in Lac St. Louis is wondering where the Lions are in Meehan's Cove this weekend. And they're playing very well. They had a heck of a game against Ontario yesterday, 8-7. Could have went either way. Big game to win. And then it was a real close game. And Oromocto seeded number 2 in the province because KV is 1. But since KV was host, Oromocto became, and that was a 3-3 game. That was a great game for those young players from Oromocto, getting that program going up in Oromocto. As I think they said, they only had 12 girls that came out for the team. So they've done a wonderful, and they had nothing to hang their head about as they gave the Lions everything they could handle in that earlier game. But the Lions again pulled it out 5-3. And actually the 2 runs that they scored towards the end there were unearned runs. The shortstop caught the ball and tried to double up the runner at second and threw it away, and both 2 runs came in. And that was the difference in the game. There's a pop-up, and that will go out of play down the first baseline. So Emma is staying alive here, seeing a lot of different pitches from Burke. Strike 3. It's a tough out there.
Next up to bat, number 22.
Lori Sear next up. Lori is catching today for the Lions. There's a hit, and that's going drifting foul. You can, I don't know if you can see it from our cameras, but every now and then the dust will come up from the infield there. So, and like we have a good breeze going from left to right. Goes for the off speed, but released it a little too soon, or it could have slipped partially out of her hand. You can try that pitch when there's no one on base. There's a hit down the first base. Nice grab and out. It's a nice place by Gracie Burley at first base, fielding that ball and tagging the base for the second out of the inning. Tamara McEntee. So right back to Burke. 3 up, 3 down. Good inning for the Dynamite. Now, they're going to see if they can tie this affair up in the inning. See if they get a little motivation from a solid defensive strikeout and 2 groundouts. And coming up for the KV girls is going to be number 98, Emma Gillis. My name is Keith Rains, and 360 Live is presenting this broadcast, and we're powered by Bell Alliant. And I'd like to give a big shout out to our major sponsors who made this event, or helped make this event possible. Simply for Life, Pinnacle Painting, and here, and Leisure. I can put it in there. And Leisure Services, Leisure Time and Sales. So thank you for your support on making this a great event. We got great weather, and we're going to have great weather for the next few days. It's a little humid last evening, but today is just that really nice breeze and probably about 22 degrees, I would think. Outside. There's a pop-up, short left field. That's probably going to fall in. Yes, it does. Get it into second base. She does that. Okay. And McGillis with a single. Chloe Dupree. There's a hit right back to the pitcher, out at first. First out of the inning. Nice play by Sauve, feeling her position and making an accurate throw to first base. Because that, I tell you right now, we've seen quite a bit of balls going back to pitchers, and all of a sudden they throw it in low, they throw it too high. Just take that second to regroup and make a accurate throw, and that's what Chloe did there.
Number 19, Callie Little.
Callie Little. just outside. Runner on second base. 1 out. Foul tip off the backstop. High one outside that she went for. That's a little too high this time. But the important thing is Laura Sear, the catcher, is keeping that ball, not letting it get by her, so that runner can advance to third base. There's a pop-up in the infield to the third baseman, and she grabs it for the second out. Avery Shicaloni playing left field this evening. Nice pitch right at the knees. Strike 2. Going to the outside corner this time, and she swung right over it. Strike 3. And that does it. Chloe wasted no time there. Not going to waste a pitch or two. It was up 0-2 and went right at it. Get that strikeout. So we go to the top of the third. 2-0 for the Lions. And we're going to go back to top of the lineup. Levine should be coming up next. And she has an interesting batting style that has been successful for her. She'll start deep in the batter's box and sort of take a step or two into the ball, and she's happy if it's outside. She'll hit it down the left side. If it's inside, she can pull it down the first base or right field. So now we know what the girls felt like this morning with the sun, because now the sun is coming over to the western side of the ball diamond, and it's getting in our faces. And our producer has come up with an ingenious contraption so he can still see his monitor. And let's just say it has to do with cardboard and duct tape. We'll leave it at that. So here's Levine. There's slap it down. Got her out by a half a step. And it flies down that first baseline. That was a strong throw by Burke to get her. You can't waste any time with Levine running the bases. Fournier. There's a pop into center field, and that's caught. And I tell you, that can be a little bit of an adventure out there at times. So 2 quick outs here on a ground out and a pop out to short center field. But with that wind, it can be an adventure.
Up to bat, number 20, Maya Belton.
Nagy up. And last time she got on base by fielder's choice. Just outside. Chris, can you believe it's our last game? Really, the day went pretty fast. We had opening ceremonies at lunchtime, and it was great to see all the teams and the different provincial flags come out on the infield. The mayors had a chance to say a few words as the other ball field is in Rothesay, New Brunswick, just about a 10-minute drive towards St. John. And so one division is playing there, and the other division is obviously here at Means Cove, which is in Quispamsis, the beautiful Kennebecasis Valley. There's a hit to the second baseman, and that took a funny bounce, but it won't cost them anything as far as runs go because no one was on base.
Up to bat, number 5, Zoe Lavare.
Zoe Lavare is up. And Zoe struck out her last time at the plate, but it was a good battle. This time it goes to the third baseman, and a nice throw over, and she gets her out. Is she off the bag? Safe? That's 3 out. That's 3. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, she caught and then she fell off it. That's what I thought. They're talking about it as the coach is, I guess he got his explanation. And that's what makes it tough when you only have 2 officials. I mean, that second official, because of the runners on base, is over between second and third, and that's a long look. And I think if there's a question, I think he probably could go to the home plate umpire. And the home plate umpire said she was touching it and then she fell off it. So, yeah, why do they just ask us? We could tell them. Anyway, there's 3 out. No runs were scored. It's still 2-0. And KV is coming to bat. Yeah, they're discussing Levine as she takes that running approach and she looks to bunt. Her bat is actually going through past the plate, and then when she gets in front, she decides she doesn't like it. She hauls it back, and the umpire sees her hauling it back, so he doesn't call an attempt. The coach on the KV side, and there has been other coaches on other teams asking the same thing. It says, well, her bat is going through the zone. So where just because she hauled it back after she gone through the zone, does that not constitute as an attempt to bunt? So we'll see what happens next time if she tries that, because at least if the coach has done nothing else, it's made the umpires aware of what they're seeing. And up to bat for KV is number 10. Shaw Elliott. Shaw is playing center field today. And she's got a tough job out there with the way that wind is going, as do all the outfielders. A little high. Just inside. Good looking pitch, but hard to hold off, but she did. There's a pop up to the first base. Makes no mistake. First out of the inning. Next up, 99. And no, that's not Wayne Grusky. That's Alex Hawkins.
Up to bat, number 99, Alex Hawkins.
Nice pitch by Sauve, catching that outside corner. There's a shot to the shortstop. Backhand knocked it down, but not in time, and just throws it back to the pitcher. Smart play, good hit.
Up to bat, number 97, Gracie Burley.
Gracie Burley next up. Last time up, Gracie had a single. Strike one. Goes foul down the left field line. No one can get to it in time. That's high. Runner staying on first base. Unless it gets in the dirt. I don't think she's taking off. Woo, nice pitch. The outside corner, that sits her down. 2 away here in the bottom of the third.
Up to bat, number 66, Kate Parker.
Katie Parker next up. Sauve has found the strike zone. Pitching well, hitting the outside and inside when needed. There's a pop up. And where is that going? To the second baseman, and she closes it for 3 out. No runs on 1 hit. 1 runner left on base. Moving to the top of the 4th. This game's moving right along here. We're so glad you could tune in this evening to catch the action on a Friday night. Gorgeous Friday night here. And I hope it is where you're at, because it's a weekend and everyone works hard for the weekend. I always used to worry me at the early in the week. The weatherman would say, "Oh, it's going to be a beautiful weekend," and that would just scare me to death, because that was just like the kiss of death when the weatherman says it's going to be nice. I'm much happier when they say it's going to rain and have showers and stuff, because I know they'll be wrong. So I always thought if you ever need a job, it could be a weatherman. Because really, they don't have to be, right? And then some of them do cover their bases well because they'll say, well, we're going to have some clouds with some sunny breaks with a chance of showers. Pretty good. Well, you got it covered there, okay? But the wind could shift. I'm just saying the wind could shift, and we could get some thunderstorms and a lot of rain. But sunny, cloudy periods, chance of showers. Now that's it for our weather report. Chloe Sauvé, the pitcher, see if she can help her own cause here and get on base. Because we know a 2-0 lead is not safe in girls U14 fast pitch. Just saying. Off speed, that goes outside. And the pitchers just like throwing that off speed stuff. Just get it in their head because then all of a sudden when they throw the heater just seems that much faster. There's a shot, and she was late on it. Just goes down the first base line. Almost takes out the first base coach. Greg Parker is the head coach of the Dynamite. And Jonathan Sagwin, the printing is not the greatest. I think it's Sagwin. It's the head coach of the Lions. And he's down, I believe, on the first base, third base side. I know. It looks like the coaching staff of the Lions is almost as much as the Montreal Canadiens. There are quite a few guys in that dugout. I don't know if it's the general manager, the vice president, guy head of player development. They're all here this weekend at Meehan's Cove in Quispamsis in New Brunswick. Oh, a little bit of breeze coming, dust coming our way. Duck. Okay. She offered at it, got it back. Yeah, they called her. She gave a little too much. It's a strikeout. Umpire, home plate umpire, looked down at the first baseman. First base ump. And Chloe did go through the zone there. She hauled her back a little late. There's Zoe. There's a nice by Burke again, fielding her position. Laveray with a ground out. Two away. 2-0. Lions have the lead. Strike one on a high heater. Emma Shamoon. Pop out behind. Oh, catcher couldn't see where it was at. Emma struck out her first time up. Her second plate appearance. Top of the fourth. There's a bouncer that could go right up the middle. Yes, it does. Nice bit of hitting there by Emma, keeping the inning alive. 2 out, 1 on. Lori Sear, catcher. She's taking off her second, and she got her. Nice throw. Third out. Great. Caught her. Boom. Caught her just a half of a length of a leg because it was right on the money. So now we'll go to the bottom of the fourth. And let's see if the Dynamite can make a little noise. Because, well, they've been held to a single in each inning. Start the game, their second player, second at bat got a single in the first inning. In the second inning, the first batter up got a single, and then the next three were out. And in the third inning, the second batter got a single, and 2 outs after that. Yeah, we got a little cloud cover coming in here, Chris. I hope it's a little dark cloud cover, but I've had no warning signals from our weatherman. Of course, the scary thing is he said it was going to be sunny all day, right? And let's see if that forecast has changed any. Well, there it is, 24 degrees, sunny with cloudy periods. 19-kilometer wind coming out of the southwest. He's got that right. Monica Burke, the pitcher, first up for the Dynamite. Nice pitch on the inside corner. There's a pop-up. It's gone in the woods. As Kelly Lynch would say, that's $8. Find it. Very fine line between profit and deficit here. Every ball could be the difference. Ooh. Tough pitch. She was set up in the outside, though, and she hit the target, but Burke wouldn't go for it. Yeah, nice pitch. Froze her. She was looking out over the plate and came inside. Emma Gillis, number 98.
Number 98, Emma Gillis.
It's a pop-up to the shortstop. Nice play. I can tell you, those pop-ups are not easy. Those infield, anything in the air with that wind, got to really focus. And actually, all the Quebec girls have their sunglasses on. Protect them, if nothing else, protect them too from the dust that is coming up here now and then. But they all get the shades on. There's a pop out. Whoa! Welcome to my living room. Chloe Dupree up. Chloe grounded out her first time up. Just inside. Good eye on Dupree.
t'as ton pitch là-dessus, là, oui.
Signe comme ça, Chloé, là, je fais ça.
Mais oui, là-dessus!
Strike. That's a third out. 2 strikeouts and a pop out for Sauve. She's pitching a gem of a game. So we move to the top of the 5th. Still 2-0. Those 2 runs in the first inning. And it came, just to give you that scoring summary, it started off with a single and then a walk and a fieldless choice, a strikeout, and then another single. Brought in the other runs and then a strikeout. So a 2-0. 2-0 with 2 singles in that inning. And that has been the difference up to this juncture of the game. It's almost, this game's almost got a feeling of a playoff implication game. And like I said earlier, there's good indication on who wins this game could finish in first place. But there's still some games to be played. KV hasn't played Ontario yet, and I think they'll have something to say about that. But first of all, they got to win this game to be thinking about first place. And if the Lions can hold on to victory, they'll have a stranglehold on first. Because any teams that can catch them, I'll have to find out the exact tie-break system, but if the 3 teams just say hypothetically tied, it would go the games between the tied teams first. That's usually how it works, but softball could be a bit different. And that would be if KV beat them and they went, both teams went on to win the rest. But again, that can't happen with Ontario and KV because someone's got to win that game and someone's got to lose. But if KV wins this, am I talking too much? I'm thinking this all like, but if KV wins this, they've lost the game. Let me just check back here. Yeah, KV lost to PEI, so KV's already have 1 loss. So that would basically help determine. So since KV has to play Ontario anyhow, if KV wins this and then they play Ontario, either Ontario or KV will have 2 losses. So Lions still are sitting in a pretty good spot here. But they, like I said, stranglehold that they can win this. There. So endeth my lesson. Like I said, just like anything, just talk it out. It all makes sense if you just talk it out. 99% of our problems usually are from lack of communication. There's this nice hit. That's Sear with a nice single to right field. Good at bat there. Dubik next up. Ooh, that's outside in the dirt. And Sear takes second base. It's a strike. Off speed. Nice pitch. Nice pitch. Got her way out in front of that. Because you got to respect Burke's fastball. And she threw that off speed. Just had her way out in front. And now that fastball is going to look that much faster. And she just was able to foul it off. Got a piece of it. Off speed again. High this time. Full count. Runner on second base. Nobody out here for the Lions. Top of the fifth. And she walks. Good work by the book. Levine, and here's what they were talking about. Let's see if she does that walking sort of bunt again, or she's going to be swinging away. Runners on first and second. Bunts foul this time. And she waits to the very last second. The bunt, and that's good on her because the third baseman now, she's coming in a bit more. Now Burke feels her position very well, the pitcher. And let's see Levine, because Levine can slap the ball. She gets that infield in. She can slap the ball by them. There's a bunt again. And everyone's rushing in. The shortstop going over to cover third base, which she should. That's good. A lot of moving parts here now with two girls on. And now Levine will be, well, maybe swinging. Who knows? One ball, two strikes. Nobody out. Runners on first and second. Top of the fifth. 2-0 Lions. 2-2. And the way she comes in and lets off like that outside corner, she might not be able to reach that. See what Burke throws her. Off speed again. Oh, and she got her. Fooled her. Strike three. But the runners advance anyhow. And that was a little frustrating. I think if you're a KV supporter, you get a strikeout and the runners advance anyhow. Fournier next up. And I think the defense just slacking off there because they go, oh, we got a strikeout, great. And of course, the runners were on the go here as they thought she was going to hit the ball. There's a nice shot over the shortstop's head, and a run comes in. So make it 3-0. Solid single over the outreach glove of the shortstop, Kate Parker. Runner will take second base, obviously, with the runner on third. Won't be a throw. So 1 out, runners in second and third. Lions can break this open. The fifth inning. 3-0 now. Need a strikeout. There's a bunt, and it stays fair. Oh! And there is Burke did not look to her right with that runner. I was halfway down the lane. She probably could have got that runner out at third, either ran her down or got her in a run down. But she really never paid attention to that runner coming down third base and just threw it to first. Jin next up. So now there is 2 out, but 2 runs have come in. There's a nice bunt, and that goes foul. Runners in second and third again, 2 away. There's a chopper, foul. Almost hit the runner. Big out here. Off speed, high again. Just that release point when she lets it go, just a tad up a bit. But that just sets up the fastball. And she pops it straight back. You gotta love the clouds. The wind's blowing from left to right, but the clouds are going from right to left. You figure that one out. High, and it gets by. And the run's coming in, and she's going to score, and the run from second goes to third. Fouled again. Back to the backstop. There's a hit down to third base. Can't handle it. Run's going to score. Gillis just off the bottom of her glove, didn't quite get down low enough, but that was a hard hit ball coming at you pretty quick. Runner goes to second, and she makes it easily. That's Jin. Score is now 6-0. And the Lions have opened up a big lead here. 4 runs so far in this inning. There are 2 out. Outside. It's Chloe Sauve up at the plate. Nice hit right off the middle. Good hit by Sauve. And the runner's coming across as there's no throw.
to bat, number 5, Zoe Lucky.
Good job.
Yes, let's go! Woo!
Zoe Larvie.
Happy birthday, man.
Strike one. There's a hit going down the right field line. That is foul. It's now 7-0. Off speed outside. Strike three. I know, I got 3 out. But they're still batting. There's the 4th out. Because 51 struck out, 20 was ground out as the pitcher threw it to first base, and remember that run came in to score because she didn't look her back, and then there was a strikeout, and then there was a fly out.
Is she out now?
Yeah, pretty sure. Anyway, no damage was done because the next batter got out anyhow. But I just on my score sheet I thought. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's another rule. I didn't take that in account. Yeah. By the way, the host team, just to let you know, they get 4 outs. But anyway, regardless of that, it's 7-0. Bottom of the 5th. And KV needs runs in the worst way. Nice job. Nice job there, catcher. Nice job. Because in the rules, if it's 7 runs or greater after 5 innings, the game is called. And this is a 5th inning. Well, that's what I know, but that's the rules. I don't make them. I'm just telling you like it is there, Chris. Yep. So here it is. If the Dynamite do not get any runs here, this game will be called for the 7-run rule. And really, watching this, it hasn't really been a 7-run game. I mean, it's just that last inning. I mean, it was 2-0 up to that juncture. And they start out single with a walk, a strikeout, a single, a ground ball, back-to-back singles, strikeout, and a flyout. And 5 runs came across that time. But some of them were due to pass balls and just aggressive base running by the Lions. So we have number 19 up here, Callie Little, hitting for the Dynamite. And Callie popped out her last time at the plate. So let's see if she can get this going for the Dynamite here in the bottom of the fifth. And there's a fly ball that's always challenging. And a nice play by the right fielder. That's Jin back there. Good athlete. That didn't fool her.
Another one. Number 28, Cara O'Leary.
Cara O'Leary up at the plate. With the most colorful batting helmet in the tournament. The great thing about it pretty well goes with everything. See, got a little green in it, goes with the top. Good swing just underneath it. Good cut. Cara caught in the first game this afternoon for the Dynamite. There's a hit. Oh, a nice play by the first baseman. Quick to get off that. Shamoon, they're at first base. Quick as a cat. Yes. Okay, I get Chris counting the outs now. There's two. That's Shaw Elliott. And hits one up the middle. Nice hit by Shaw. She did her job. Now we'll go back to the top of the order. And Alex Hawkins is back in. And Alex had a nice single her last time at bat.
To bat, number 99, Alex Hawkins.
Nice pitch. Catching the outside corner. Sauve has pitched a masterful game up to this juncture. And her coaching staff and teammates hope it continue for one more out. And give the girls a little bit of a break for tomorrow. There's a throw, stealing second, and she's safe. That Elliott, just a little spitfire out there. Okay, she goes, I'm halfway home. Clean myself off here. Hawkins fouls that one off. No balls and 2 strikes. There's a hit to the second base. And she's in there. Elliott gets a run in. Great base running and a nice single by Hawkins.
Up to bat, number 97, Gracie Burley.
Pass ball. I guess a wild pitch, I call that one. Since the catcher couldn't get her glove on it, that'd be a wild pitch. Runner takes second base. That's high. Nice pitch. Gracie Burley at the plate, left-handed batter. That's 2. 2-2. I think he said 2-2. There's a 3-2. Strike 3. So we go to the top of the 6th.
The score after 5 whole innings is 7 for Quebec and 1 for KV.
No. If they score a couple runs here, if it's at any time, if it's 7 runs or greater, like if they score a few runs this inning and KV doesn't, then it's over. I think so. But time will tell. I just look at the rules. It's 7 runs or greater by the end of 5. It's over. So we don't have that. We only have 6 runs. So they'll play. But I think if Quebec scores and KV doesn't, but we'll just see how it works out. Maybe KV will come back and win this thing. You'll never know. Because it's U14 fastball. Anything is possible. And doing the games yesterday, we had a few games and a few innings where it was like strikeout, pop out, like 1-2. And then all of a sudden a walk, a single, a walk, an error, a throwing error, a pass ball. And all of a sudden there was like 4 or 5 runs scored and all came with 2 out. And half of them came unearned runs too. So it's amazing what happens when you put the ball in play and get on base. So right now, what? Yeah, come on over. Get over here. We have a special shout out. Go ahead. Okay.
Hi everyone from Québec. I'll talk in French. Merci tout le monde de nous suivre en direct du Québec. Je sais que vous êtes une couple à nous suivre. On est très contents de nous encourager. On a présentement Laurie Cyr au bâton. Laurie Cyr, qui est une très bonne receveuse, donc est au bâton. Contact pour une fausse balle. Yeah? OK. Donc, la lanceur se prépare. L'équipe hôtesse, le Kev. Oh, on a essayé de la prendre avec le changement de vitesse. Laurie n'a pas mordu. A lancé. Oh! Line drive au champ droit. Laurie se ramasse au premier but. Good. Bon, maintenant Laurie Dubuc, numéro 34 au bâton. Elle attend le signal de l'entraîneur au 3e. Donc la lanceuse, we got a new pitcher this inning, eh? Nouvelle lanceuse pour l'équipe hôtesse. Le lancer. Fausse balle, Laurie. Donc on a bien Kate Parker qui fait son entrée dans le match comme lanceuse. Très bonne lanceuse, good pitcher. Donc 0 balle, une prise. On n'a aucun retrait. Laurie Cyr au premier but. Le lancer. Balle. Par le fait même, Laurie Cyr, course très rapide. vole le deuxième but. Donc le lanceur attend le signal de son receveur. Lancé. Trop extérieur. 2 balles, une prise. Coureur au deuxième but. Les Lions qui sont toujours invaincus pour le tournoi. On le rappelle pour nos fans. 7-1 présentement. On est en début de 6e manche. Fausse balle derrière le marbre. Dubuc. Lancé. Oh, elle rate. Et naturellement, Lorissir vole le 3e but. Ici, on va parler du terrain. On a une super belle accueil au Nouveau-Brunswick. Sur le bord d'un lac. On voit les arbres. Belle ambiance, bel accueil. Jusqu'à date, là, on peut dire là, qu'on a été très bien accueillis. Laurie qui attend le lancer. Frappe, roulant, vers le shortstop, qui fait une erreur. Elle sera sauf au premier but. Par le fait même, Lorissir venait marquer un 8e point. Donc, on n'a toujours aucun retrait. Maintenant, numéro 51 de la vigne, pour ceux qui l'ont vu, coureuse très rapide. Donc, il n'y a toujours pas de retrait à suivre. Numéro 34 au premier but. La lanceuse se prépare. Et la balle passe sur le receveur. Donc, Laurie va s'en aller au deuxième but. Donc, je vous le rappelle, là, Mathilde Lavigne a surveillé. Coureur extrêmement rapide. On n'a pas de retrait. La lanceuse se prépare. Attend le signal du receveur. Le lancer. Changement de vitesse raté. Il faut dire aussi que Mathilde, comme coureur rapide, très bon jugement de la balle là, quand elle est en mouvement, comme vous pouvez l'apercevoir là, à l'écran. Une athlète très disciplinée au niveau de la zone de prise. Le lancer. Même chose. C'est raté. Belle fin de journée ici. C'est le dernier match au parc. 3 balles, aucune prise. Toujours aucun retrait. Elle essaie le fausse balle. Contact sur le slap. Trois balles, une prise. Coureur au deuxième but, toujours aucun retrait. Mathilde qui frappe. Vers le receveur qui jongle avec la rondelle. Avec la balle, excusez. Et encore une fois, comme l'annonceur nous dit, je porte chance au Lion. Donc, l'arrêt-court a jonglé avec la balle. Et puisque j'ai à apprendre à connaître Mathilde ce week-end, durant le tournoi, on doit faire extrêmement rapide pour le retirer au premier but, puisqu'elle est extrêmement rapide. Maintenant au bâton, Mia Bolduc. Tellement rapide que je n'ai pas vu. Mathilde est rendue au deuxième but déjà. Donc coureur au 2 et au 3. Toujours aucun retrait. Donc Mia qui fait son entrée. On discute avec les arbitres. Donc, on discute entre coéquipiers. Il faut dire aussi que ce que j'apprends à connaître aussi entre les Lions, très bonne chimie d'équipe, autant dans l'équipe d'entraîneurs qu'avec les joueurs. Tout le monde connaît son rôle. C'est une équipe vraiment plaisante à regarder. Très bien rodée par les entraîneurs. Donc, Bolduc au bâton. Courant en position de marquer. Swing. Beau swing. C'est raté pour une prise. On n'a toujours aucun retrait. Début de la 6e manche. Le lanceur se prépare. Le lancer. Prise sur élan. 2 prises. Bolduc se prépare. Le lancer. Elle fait contact. Fausse balle. Légèrement en retard sur le lancer. On va prendre le temps de saluer les gens. Là. Je sais qu'ils nous écoutent. Donc, je vais saluer toute la famille de Laurie. Je sais que vous la suivez beaucoup. Donc, ses grands-parents qui la suivent. Le lancer. Et le contact. La balle elle va tomber en lieu sûr. Laurie Dubuc vient marquer. Et Mathilde, qui est très rapide, vient marquer pour 2 points produits. Donc, beau simple, 2 points produits pour Mia Bolduc. Continuez mes salutations aussi. Je sais que mon ami Richard écoute présentement. On vous salue, toute la gang du Québec. En direct du Nouveau-Brunswick, ça va très bien pour le Lion. Et je vais redonner l'appareil à mon bon collègue. Là, comme dit d'après mes sources, fait un excellent travail. Donc, merci. Merci beaucoup.
Yeah, merci. Thank you. All the best. You can go back and cheer now. Well, that was great. We had one of our fans from Quebec. Yeah, Lac St. Louis came in. That was great. That was awesome. And obviously he's a good luck charm because they never got an out while he was up. And they got 3 runs came in. So, merci beaucoup. Thank you very much for that little bit of broadcasting. Gave me a break, gave me a chance to get a drink. And the new catcher in also for KV is number 28, Cara O'Leary, is finishing off the game here behind the plate. And Nagy is up at bat here. We have runners on second base. It's currently 10-1. Nice pitch in there by Kate Parker. That's high. Walks. And now we have runners on first and second. Got a timeout here by KV. Sagala is now at bat here for the Lions. They got runners on first and second and nobody out. There's a strike on the outside corner from Parker. Runners going to third, and she slides in there safely. And the runner from first goes to second. And that's what happens when you throw it down the third. That you're just giving up that second base to the runner on first. Low, it gets by, and the run's coming in, and the runner from second goes to third base. Nice ball there. High heat. 2-2. Do. It's low. That gets by. And here comes the runner. And Parker's not covering home plate. Bases are clear now. Five runs been scored this inning. And that's a walk. Back-to-back walks given up here. Nobody out as of yet. Sauve up to the plate for Quebec. It's a pop out, and that goes out of play. And another ball into the woods. Off speed, gets by, runner goes down to second base. She takes a wide turn, daring to catch it or throw it. Fly ball, out, foul, down the first base line. That's high. That's out of play. Yeah, 4. Kelly Lynch, that's a potential of $32 there, just going into the woods. But hopefully they're all being found. Chloe's working hard here to get on base. Fouling a lot of good pitches off. Off speed. Just a little low. 3-2. Full count. Runner on second. Sauve at the plate. There's a bouncer down to the third base. Looks the runner back. Throw over. And she's out at first. Taking a big turn at third. One out. Lavier, Zoe, is up to the plate. And we have a runner in third base. Good block at the plate by O'Leary, keeping that runner at third. Like I said, when those runners are at third base, you almost have to become a goaltender. There's a ground to the third base again. Second out, a runner comes in. Emma Shamoun. Speed. Emma said, I wanted it. I swung at that, but I think a little too soon. There's a ball out of play down the right field line. 2-2. So pop out of play and missed us. Incoming. Well, her timing's getting a little bit better because at first it was fouling off the around right field line. That means it was late. Now it's fouling more over the back of the plate. So her timing for her fastball is getting a little on it. That's high. Nice swing into the gap in right. She's going to go for 3. And they got it in, and a stand-up triple. Thank you. Some of the volunteers are gone ball searching here. Yeah, he threw it back in. Sear up at bat. Sear started off this inning with a single. Nice shot right up the middle. Solid single. And an RBI. And just... for you folks...
Number 34, Lovey Dubé.
Are wondering about these games being taped and whatnot. What we will be doing is downloading them to the 360 Live YouTube. So we have to upload them once the tournament is completed. Then we'll have that file and we'll download them or upload them to the 360, which is the number 3, and then 660 live printed out. Here comes a run coming across, another run scored, and a stand-up double for number 34, Sagala. So that's 3, the number 3, 60 live printed out, YouTube. And we'll upload them to that site once the tournament has complete. So give us a few days. All depends who's uploading them. If Brian Fisher's uploading, it could be longer. If Chubba Demokas is doing it, it might be sooner. But that's the plan anyhow. So just to let you know. Levine up. Levine had a single her last time up. And it's just a gorgeous evening here. The sun is beginning to forever creep slower over the western side of the Kennebecasis, shining on us here. Makes it a little bit more challenging for us to see in the booth. But Larry's got a little smile for her pitcher there. She says, hey, come on, we got 2 out here. Let's get one more. Runner on second. Levine with a swing. And that's going to do it for that. Strikeout. So it is the top of the 6th. It's now 15-1. KV is coming to bat. Sauve started this. She wants to finish it. Kate Parker up for the Dynamite. There's a hit to the shortstop. Got her by a half a step, or maybe an eyelash.
Up to bat, number 11,
Monica Burke up for the Dynamite. She was all over that pitch, pulled it foul down the third base line. She likes that inside pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Just a little low, that one. Sove has pitched a masterful game this evening for the Lions. Inside. Full count. 3-2. Fights that one off. The inside corner. There's a hit in the center field, and that's going to drop in. Nice single. And that wind is almost, well, it's blowing from the southwest, so it means it's almost blowing the balls back into the infield sometimes. And McGillis up at the plate pulls that one foul. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Simply for Life, Pinnacle Painting, Leisure Time and Sales, for this event. And that's a strikeout on the check swing.
To bat, number 2. Joey Different.
Chloe Dupree. Burke goes down to second base. Inside. Foul tip. Straight back off the backstop. We have 2 out here. 1 runner on for the Dynamite. That's low. She swung at it for strike 3. And that is the game. Everyone's not quite sure how many out there was. And the umpire goes, I think that's the 3rd out. And it is. So the final score, 15-1. Quick recap. Quebec got off to a quick 2-0 lead. And that's the way it stayed until the top of the 5th inning, when Quebec scored 5 runs to go up 7-0. And then in the bottom of the 6th, KV scored 1 to make it 7-1. And then at the top of the 6th, Quebec exploded for 8 runs. So the final score is 15-1 for Quebec. We're going to have our players at the game. And then we're back at it tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Thank you so much for tuning in to our broadcast. We hope you're enjoying it. Wish you were here, but if you can't, this is the next best thing. So tomorrow's a big day, last day of round robin games, and then in the afternoon, we're going to get to the playoffs, and then on Sunday, it's when the medals are going to be handed out. So this is Keith Rain signing off. Have yourself a good evening and a better weekend.